If you work at Nvidia, there's a retirement strategy that could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your lifetime, and most employees either don't know about it or aren't using it correctly. It's called the Mega Backdoor Roth. In this video, I'll explain how the Mega Backdoor Roth works for Nvidia employees, go over some advantages and disadvantages of the strategy, also cover some common misconceptions about the Mega Backdoor Roth, and then finally, explain how we can take this powerful tool and make it even better. But first, a word about who we are. At TechView Wealth Advisors, we work with high-performing tech professionals like yourself. My partner and I are both former Wall Street institutional equity analysts with a passion for helping people like you make more money via higher returns and save more money via tax-efficient vehicles. How the Mega Backdoor Roth works for Nvidia employees. To understand how this strategy works for Nvidia employees, we need to zoom out and look at the three contribution buckets in your 401k. Bucket number one, the standard pre-tax contribution, which the IRS in 2026 limits to $24,500. Now, if you're an Nvidia employee, you know that you max out the company match if you contribute $17,000. So most employees contribute $17,000 and say, hey, great, I got the full $11,500 from Nvidia. I maxed out my 401k. Well, that's not quite correct because you still have another $7,500 that you can add. But wait, there's even more. If you're 50 or older, you can contribute another $8,000 in catch-up contributions. And if you're between 60 and 63, this catch-up contribution number goes to $11,250. Now, again, Nvidia will not match these contributions, but they represent valuable tax advantage savings. Then we have bucket number two, the Nvidia company match. And finally, bucket number three, the one most people forget about, after-tax dollars contributed by the employee. You can contribute up to $36,000 in this bucket, which can then be converted into a Roth inside your 401k. This conversion is what we call the Mega Backdoor Roth. Why is this strategy so powerful? Because of the volume of money you can contribute to the Roth, which will compound tax-free. You will never pay taxes on this money again. Advantages and disadvantages? The biggest advantage is pretty clear. A contribution to a Roth outside of your 401k would be limited to $7,500 a year. If you're 50 or older, $8,600 a year. And those limits are phased out with income. If you're an Nvidia employee, chances are you would not qualify. However, by contributing to a Roth inside your 401k, you can contribute up to $36,000 a year to a Roth. That is huge. Advantage number two, all withdrawals in retirement are tax-free, not just your principal, but also on your investment gains. Advantage number three, more flexibility. Roth accounts offer more flexibility than traditional 401ks. In many cases, contributions can be withdrawn early without taxes and penalties. There are some restrictions. We'll go over that next. Disadvantages of the Mega Backdoor Roth. No plan is perfect. Here are some disadvantages to the Mega Backdoor Roth. Number one, you're paying the IRS up front. That's because your contributions are post-tax. That said, this is in exchange for never paying taxes on this money again. The second disadvantage is the 5-year rule. If you withdraw money from the plan before the age of 59 and a half, when it hasn't been in the account for more than 5 years, you are subject to paying taxes and penalties on the earnings. And unfortunately, there's no way to just withdraw your contributions. That said, Nvidia, unlike most companies, offers in-service distributions where you can roll money from your plan into an outside Roth without incurring taxes and penalties while you're with the company. That is huge. And finally, downside number three, legislative risk. Back in 2021, Congress considered killing the Mega Backdoor Roth. Fortunately, it survived. So while we have it, we should take advantage of this powerful tool. Common misconceptions about the Mega Backdoor Roth. Among the misconceptions we hear from Nvidia employees, there's three top ones. One is, my income is too high. Well, that's true for a regular Roth IRA, but not for a Mega Backdoor Roth. Also, I can't invest in individual stocks. Actually, through Fidelity Net Benefits, you can open up a self-directed brokerage account and you can invest not only in individual stocks, but also mutual funds and ETFs. And then finally, oh, my money's going to be locked up. Well, yeah, this is retirement, but you actually have much more flexibility, as we previously discussed, about withdrawals than you do with a regular 401k. How to make the Mega Backdoor Roth even better. Here's where things get interesting. Because withdrawals from your Roth account in retirement do not count as taxable income. This allows you to better control your tax bracket, and in doing so, control your Medicare Part B premiums, and as well, your Social Security taxes. In addition, you should consider rolling your Roth 401k into a Roth IRA. Why? Because Roth IRAs don't have required minimum distributions. This, in turn, allows you to choose how long you're going to let your money grow tax-free. The Mega Backdoor Roth is one of the most powerful tax-saving strategies available to Nvidia employees. But honestly, this is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of how we can help you. If you're one of those Nvidia employees who essentially lets their RSUs pile up with a do-nothing approach and is sitting on massive embedded gains, the thought of diversifying away from your company-specific risk and into a broader market or even into an equally weighted portfolio of the Magnificent Seven, it all sounds like taking a shot of apple cider vinegar for your health. I understand. We coach people just like you through this all the time in a situation where you are heavily at risk and you don't want to diversify into something that yields massively lower returns. We can help. I created an entire video on this. Watch it next. If you found this video helpful, hit like and help other Nvidia employees save lots of money in taxes. And finally, my parting gift as usual, the disclaimer slide. Thank you for watching.